guys, so welcome to my channel. My name is Angelica, aka Your Fuzzy Scarf. So this is something that I've done once before and I kind of just felt like doing it. It's actually in the morning before work, so I don't know even how I have the energy to do this at all, but it's something that I actually really wanted to do. So I'm going to do a little bit of a get ready with me with some of the new makeup that I purchased at Sephora during the VIB Rouge sale. Some of it I showed in a haul in my last video, and then some of it is brand new. I made a purchase in the store in my hometown here in Nashville, then I went to New York and I bought more stuff and in New Jersey too with my sister, and then I also placed an order online as my very last thing, which hasn't even come in yet. It's supposed to be like 3-day VIB Rouge shipping, but it's taking like over a week. Fine, whatever. So anyway, if you would like to see a morning chat slash get ready with me, then just keep watching. I'll be telling you what I'm using as I go along. Let me see if I have everything. I actually was planning to go to the gym this morning at 5 a.m. Yeah, okay. Every single time I cancel and then I end up going after work and then getting home really late. So I have everything kind of packed in this bag that I normally bring with me to the gym, and so I have to like pick from that, but then I also have this whole table in front of me with other stuff, but I'm going to try to use like pretty much all new products. So why is my camera saying that I have 13 minutes available? Okay, I'm back. Problem, crisis averted. Okay, so I'm gonna get started by going in with my Milk Makeup Primer. This is my favorite primer of right now and possibly like ever, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And the reason why I like it is because it actually really does have the makeup like grip on. It's sticky right after you put it on. I know I got my hair like in my face, by the way. It's because I never put my hair up, absolutely ever. And by the way, I use a lot of primer. I just do. Like my skin is so dry that literally this is like my process, you know what I mean? Like this is what I legit do. I use a lot of primer. And you know what, even still, my face is still gonna be dry. But like it just like soaks in any kind of liquid like really, really fast. Okay, so primer is on. It does feel a little wet afterwards, so even though it's a great primer, it just gets like a little wet, so I like to kind of like fan it off a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with a foundation that is like brand new to me. It is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Foundation Long Wear Weightless Full Coverage Velvet Matte Finish. And honestly, I would say that it is a velvet matte finish actually. I think I've heard like some people say that it's not, but it definitely is. It definitely is. Something about this foundation, I've been using this for like about a week actually, and I really like it a lot. It has lived up to all of the hype if you've heard anything about it. It is long wearing. It does last through anything. In fact, I went to the gym yesterday because I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. once again. I went to the gym yesterday and it was during my lunch break at work. So I had to wear this during my workout for 1 hour kickboxing. And then I had to go back to work afterwards, and I did not reapply foundation, okay? Oh, by the way, I should have done a different step, but we'll save that for the next time. And it lasted. It lasted through an hour of kickboxing, and I do hot kickboxing. So it's literally in a gym where they raise the temperature like 4 times throughout the hour class. So I am sweating at the end, and even through all of that, this foundation lasted. And I tried to actually clean it up because I was like, oh, maybe I should, you know, add something extra. It doesn't look as good as it did when I first, like, you know, came in. And when I tried to do that, I actually screwed it up more. Like, I should have just, like, left it how it was. I'm using a beauty blender with this. It's actually a beauty blender that I just opened out of the package that I had for a while from, like, the summer collection. And I didn't want to use it because it was such a pretty color. It came in like a pack of 3, like a discount beauty blender set. And I saved it literally since like this summer, last summer. because I just wanted to like have them on hand, and I thought I could continue using the one that I was using, but it was old, so that is why I am using this. It's so weird because I have so many lights on right now, and normally I like do my makeup like half in the dark, which is not a good thing, but I'm like usually half asleep right now, which is why I was like, this will probably be funny if I'm like filming a video. How many people film get ready with me's that are like, oh yeah, I'm going to work in an office for 10 hours in 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I thought that could be interesting. Like, I thought it was going to be a little bit more like, oh my god. Actually today, so I'll tell you while I'm putting on a second application of this to kind of fill in my pores here. The Milk Makeup Primer is sensational, and it does help everything stay on all day, but it doesn't like, it's not like the Tatcha Silk Canvas, like a putty sort of thing where it fills in your pores. I don't think it's intended to do that to begin with. So I'm just trying to fill in my pores on my own. Of course, the powder that we'll put on will help that as well. Today is going to be a ridiculous day at work because I'm supposed to have a meeting that I really do not want to have. And I always dread things like that. Like, I was telling my coworker yesterday, like, you're supposed, when you go out of the house, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, I'm sure they do though. When you go out of the house, like, you're supposed to be a different version of yourself. And I know that that's terrible because everybody should like be themselves all the time. But the truth of the matter is that's not the case. And we have to be like this fake version of ourselves, and it really sucks. Oh shoot, I don't have the, fuck. I'm gonna hold that thought. Hold on, I got my bag from downstairs. I knew I wanted to use some new products, obviously, the whole point of this video, so I had to run downstairs and get some stuff I brought with me yesterday that's been working really well, which is why I brought it with me. Okay, so now I have it. Specifically, I wanted to use this concealer. It's also It Cosmetics. It's Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. I am using 10.5, which is light. Also in the foundation, in case you have very fair skin like me, I am using 105 Light Shell. And I'm using this color because I went on the Sephora app. I bought this in person, but I went on the Sephora app and I was trying to find my shade, and they had some kind of like foundation match like app within the app. And so I put in the foundation that I always use, which is the Smashbox one, and I use 1.0 in that, and so I put that in, and they were like, oh, your perfect match is 105 Light Shell. So that is exactly why I bought that color. I trusted them, and it's worked out well. You can see it does oxidize a little when it gets onto your skin. It starts to look a little bit more yellow, but I find that once everything is put on, it just looks completely fine. So I'm gonna put this concealer on now. This is how I put concealer on, okay? It's on a squeezy tube, and I just put it right onto my face like a freak. It's fine. Before though is that you always have to, like, especially in work situations, you know, like be a fake version of yourself, right? And I'm sick of that, honestly. You know, I've been working, obviously, since I was 16, which I'm not gonna tell you how long that's been, but it's been a long time since I was 16. And quite frankly, I am completely sick of being somebody that I'm not in the office, in the workplace. Especially for women, I'm finding, and that's in fact what my meeting is about. It's an intense meeting. I am sick of women being treated like shit, honestly, in the workplace, especially in offices, especially I, you know, work in the South. And, you know, it really sucks. There's certain things that really suck. And I think with like these, you know, movements and everything that's going on, I think in part it's almost, this is going to be controversial, I think in part, I'm not going to say it's making it worse, it's making a lot of things better, but also it's making things tougher because now it's like, oh, haha, Me Too movement, haha. Like all of these things that like older men basically make fun out of. It's not like they see it as something serious. Now they see it as like, oh, we have to watch everything we say. And it's like, that is not, no, it's not saying that you should be even more afraid to work with women. It's saying that like everybody should just be treated equally and everybody is worth equal value, especially in an office place where we're all coming there to do a job. And it's not seen that way. It is not seen that way. And it's almost scary in a sense, like not sexually scary. It's just like in a business sense of like, how can you succeed for women in certain environments? It's scary, like for our future. So with all of that said, I'm feeling like I wish I could start my own business. And my husband is somebody who is very interesting. Like, he's very sensitive. He is like, he's just a really good person. You know what I mean? He's one of those people, and I've met so few in my life that are like really good people. So I put the foundation and concealer on. Let's keep this going here. And now I'm putting on my favorite setting powder ever, which is the Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. I can very confidently tell you that this is the best setting powder on planet Earth. There is no setting powder that will ever compare to this, unless like robots or aliens come down and they create something, because I've tried so many setting powders. It is so critical, if you need your makeup to stay on all day, to have a setting powder that is going to fill in your pores and set everything completely. And this does. And I have the driest skin on earth, and it did not make my skin. It is so finely milled, so soft, so buttery smooth. I should have been using the Fenty one. Told you it's going to be all new products, and now I'm using something I use all the time, and I have the Fenty one that's brand new. But that is a testament. In fact, I'm happy that that happened, because this is a testament to how great this is, that I just like went for it. My hands, I didn't even have to think about it. I just went for it. So while I'm finishing this, I'm going to tell you about my husband, continue what I was saying. He's just one of those really good guys that it doesn't matter, gender doesn't matter. It's like he's just a good person, and he does it because he wants to help people, not that he wants to be a good person. You know what I'm saying? And so I'll leave it at that before it gets more controversial. But I feel like if we ran a business, like, and we had people under us, we would do a lot of things differently than what has been done to us at all kinds of various jobs. I mean, since I was 16, I have had, I don't even know, probably like 20 jobs or something. And you know, like when you're younger and you have like, you work at the mall during the summer, like holidays, when they're looking for like holiday staff. Like I worked at American Eagle Outfitters, I worked at FYE, I got hired at Victoria's Secret, I got hired at New York & Company. These are all at the malls in New Jersey, and a lot of them I ended up just being like, I don't actually want to work there. Thanks for the offer. And I would maybe go for the training. I don't know. I became a lot more responsible later on in life. One eyebrow on. Now I understand why people don't do it on camera, because it's boring and you need concentration to do this. Okay, eyebrows are on. I'm gonna like try to do this as fast as possible. I know my eyebrows are dark, by the way. I like lighten my hair so much now that I cannot find the right thing to do for my eyebrows. I just recently actually got something else. Probably should have used I didn't have time to mess with this because it is in the morning and I have to get to work, but it is my precisely my brow pencil from Benefit. It is in #1, which is like the blondest one. I tried using this the other day and I was like freaked out because I didn't even recognize myself, because I'm so used to my dark eyebrows that typically match my dark hair. But once I have the other stuff on, it kind of all comes together, and I think it kind of has like a witchy look, so I'm totally cool with it. Anyway, I'm gonna use the new Fenty Beauty bronzer that I just got in Private Island. This stuff is magical, okay? I know I was saying in my last video that it was hit or miss with Fenty Beauty, which it has been for me, but this is by far, I mean, this is the best product that I have used from that brand. I don't know if you can, oh my god, even in the camera, oh my god, this is such a nice bronzer. I'm really happy that I found this. Wow, I could, you know, my problem is I could pile this shit on all day. I really like it a lot, okay? I usually put it in the exact spots that you're seeing right now, because obviously I am very, very pale, but I think that if you just do a little hit of it on top, hit of it on the sides, you're good. I had to go in here with like some more foundation before when I was off camera, and now I'm like, oh my god, it's sticking out. Whatever, who cares, you know? It's only life. It's so funny. Something else I was thinking recently is like, I am in the bathroom constantly at work thinking like, oh my god, I have to touch something up. I just got these elf blotting sheets because I was like, oh my gosh, I just get so greasy during the day, it's so embarrassing. But like, then I come home to my husband who married me and is stuck with me for the rest of his life, and I'm like, oh, I don't care. I'm like wearing no pants on the couch. I look like a maniac. My makeup is everywhere. Like, I look like a raccoon because I'm rubbing my eyes and I'm not even taking my makeup off right after work. And he's like, I love you, dear. It's fine. And then I think to myself, why am I getting myself all dolled up for these people at work who do not give a shit and wasting all this time in my life to do this, when in reality, the person who should matter is my husband, and he doesn't care what I look like. And he genuinely means that. Remember earlier I told you he's like actually a really good person, which I probably don't even deserve, you know? And it just, like, our values are so fucked up. Like, I don't even know how else to say it. Sometimes, like, sometimes I feel like I look really old. Does anybody else ever feel that way? Like, you're looking in the mirror, especially with like bright lights that you're not used to like seeing yourself in every day, and you're like, oh my god, how did I get so old? Like, what? Like, why? Why is this happening to me? Because sometimes I feel that way. So I'm going in right now. Did I tell you what I was just going in with? I didn't tell you what I was going in with. I'm so sorry. Where is it? Okay, so I also use the Fenty Beauty highlighter, which I absolutely love. This is Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. And oh my god, those are really good names. Such a good highlighter. I should have made a bigger deal about that, by the way, but I was so wrapped up in whatever I was saying. And this is nice that I'm able to talk about, you know, life and stuff. I might even do this even if it gets no views, because this is fun for me. This is the Violet Voss Berry Burst fun size, which is really cute, mini like travel palette. And so I got this because I wanted to try Violet Voss, and I never had before, but I also wanted to bring it to the gym with me. That was my like active reason for going and purchasing this particular day that I did. And this has been so nice. Unfortunately, they actually do not say the names of the colors anywhere on here, but I usually go in with some of the nude shades up top, and I just put that in my crease with a Morphe crease brush. This is M433. And then I go in with, I have a couple brushes I really like to use. They probably should be cleaned more often, but again, these are my travel brushes. Morphe M167 to actually put the shadow on like the lid of my eye. The lid of my eye? Is that a thing? What am I saying? It's seriously 8 a.m. here, so. So that's what I'm doing right now. And the Violet Voss shadows have been phenomenal. I would say that Violet Voss is definitely one of the better brands for eyeshadow that I have ever used, in fact. And so on the Sephora VIB Rouge sale, I actually just purchased my first ever giant Violet Voss palette. They have a lot of them, but I got the like hashtag one because it had the best colors. And so it's definitely not travel friendly because it's very, very big, but for that size, it was only $45, and the reviews online were phenomenal, and I absolutely believe them because I already have the experience with this one, and so I know that it's going to be good. So now I'm going in with like a lighter, like this like bright color here, and I'm just going to put that in the inner eye. This is like what I would call my like absolute, I have to get to work, so I'm going to do the bare minimum situation. And it's funny because I know that bare minimum here, this is actually kind of a lot for bare minimum. But once you start wearing makeup to work every day, you're kind of like locked in, because then it's like, oh, are you sick if you don't wear makeup? And I've gotten that before from my boss. And from other people too. So that is why. Now I'm just going and like, I'm kind of just like putting this tightly under the eye. And I don't do anything else under the eye. Even when I have more time, I just do this. So now I'm going in with this Milk Makeup primer, lash primer, that I actually just purchased as well. So this is like the first week of me trying this. It has been really, really good so far. And I would love to try it with the Milk Makeup mascara, which is my absolute favorite, but for the sake of trying new things, like I said I would, this is the IT Cosmetics Superhero mascara, and I've only tried this twice so far. First time went fantastic. It was for a wedding, actually, so that was pretty bold that I tried it for the first time in front of a lot of family that I don't normally see. It worked out fantastically that day. Second time I used it was yesterday, and that was to work, and that did not work out well at all. It was a mess. In fact, I almost feel like it's a mess right now. So it's definitely, I would say it's hard to use. And the first time that I used it, a lot of the like mascara itself was coming out of the container. Like it was like that new kind of feeling where it's all still kind of like wet inside, and so it was just like overflowing out of the lid. And so that was a little irritating to me, but I will say that the actual final product of it is fantastic. I'm just not sure that it's like my holy grail, because it, like the Milk Makeup mascara has a lot to live up to for, no, reverse that. Other mascaras have a lot to live up to in comparison to the Milk Makeup one. Okay guys, so this is kind of the finished look. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the headband on or not. If you've seen any of my videos, you probably know that I wear hats like all the time, but it's kind of hard to wear like a giant hat at work in an office. But anyway, so either with or without, probably without, I don't know, I wanted to add a pop of color, but I don't know. So I added some Kat Von D lipstick, which I haven't actually used in a while. I do not know how to pronounce the name. It's like the peachy pink color that actually looks like super red on camera right now. I changed my outfit. What you saw earlier was a Forever 21 nightgown, and so kind of just finished everything off. So here is the finished look. It is totally basic, totally everyday. I do wear bright color lipstick every single day. I added some rings. A lot of times I'll wear a bunch of necklaces, but I just kind of have to leave and not even think about it. I have to put a lot of thought into my necklace game, so that's just to be left for another day or for the weekend. So anyway, that is everything for today. If you enjoyed this, I would love to continue doing morning chats. It's so fun for me. It actually gives me more of a reason to wake up. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. That would help me out a lot. And if you are interested in outfits and fashion and handbags, then follow me on Instagram at YourFuzzyScarf. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.